Hi guys, welcome to Sugar Bloom by Sanskriti. So the much awaited recipe releases today. Finally, no bake caramel cheesecake or no bake chocolate caramel cheesecake. So before going further, I will just quickly tell you all the ingredients so that you can just cross verify and check if all your ingredients are ready to make this silky smooth cheesecake. So the first ingredient is melted butter. Then you require sugar, salted peanuts, gelatin powder, and don't worry, we can also use agar-agar or vegetarian gelatin powder. I will tell you all the substitutes in the video. Then that's coffee powder and vanilla essence. We also require whipping cream, caramel sugar, vanilla extract and cream cheese. And you don't need to worry guys, because I have made both the videos. You can check my caramel sugar video as well as cream cheese video. So you can make these at home and you don't need to buy it from the market. Both the videos are already there on my YouTube channel. So let's start. This cake has different components and we need to understand the components really well. So the first one is salted peanut and caramel base. Second is the caramel sugar that we need to make. Third is the cheesecake batter. And fourth is the topping. So you can even leave it like that only, or you can add the salted caramel sauce. But since we have added caramel sugar and we have also used it in the caramel in the base, so I did not do that. I didn't want it to go the traditional way. So first I've added peanuts in a non-stick pan without any oil, without anything, on sim to medium gas, and you have to just roast it a bit. And guys, it's the perfect, if you want to save on time and effort, then just buy a salted peanut packet and you can just directly use that. They are already roasted. You will save on all the effort that I'm doing right now. So and if you have these peanuts at home, so just to remove the shell, I'll just roast it a bit and it will give a very nice flavor. Now I'll just let it cool a bit, and side by side what I'll do is in the same pan I'll just clean it and add the sugar for making caramel. So at this step, be very careful guys. And I have taken a non-stick pan, but if you're making caramel for the first time, try and take a heavy bottom saucepan and make sure that you don't run your spatula again and again in the sugar. Okay, so just leave it undisturbed. You have to do this on low to medium flame. Generally it's done on medium flame. If you're comfortable, do it on medium flame. Once I see that it has started melting from the sides, then I'll just swirl the pan. So you have to just swirl the pan, play with the pan, but don't use a spatula, okay? For more detailed tips to get that perfect caramel, you can see my caramel sugar video. I have done it in detail to make sure that you don't get a very bitter caramel or a burnt caramel, because what generally happens is that people tend to have a burnt caramel and then that will not give a nice taste guys. So caramel is meant to be a bit bitter, but not that much, okay? So just melt it. See, it has started melting. I'm just swirling it. Make sure that there is no contact with water guys, because if there is any amount of moisture or water in this, or if crystallization happens, then you will not get that perfect caramels. It's pretty easy guys. I'm just giving you these tips so that you don't make a mistake and then you just get it perfect on your first time. I just want that none of your effort should go to waste, okay? So see, it's almost done. We just have to bring it to its dark amber color, that beautiful amber color. And in the meanwhile, what we'll do is the peanuts that were roasted, They are now cool now, so I'll just put it in a box and I'm just shaking it so that all the shell gets removed. See, the shell has removed. So I'll just now add it in this caramel. Okay, so the market bought one that will be completely without the shell. Okay, so even if in this I have added some peanuts with the shell itself, so shell also has protein, so that's completely not an issue. So, and make sure that you do it very quickly, because if before adding peanut your caramel gets cold, then you will not be able to mix peanut. Okay, and if that happens by chance that a caramel has got cold, so just switch on the gas and mix it as soon as the caramel melts. Okay, so see, all the peanut has been added. Now just take a baking tray, or you can even take a normal plate and just grease it with some butter and quickly add this mixture on the tray or the plate. Both will work perfectly fine. This will actually look like the ones that we have, हिंदी में बोलते हैं ना गच्चक, वैसी लगेगी. And don't worry about the pan, just put it in water and just after 2-3 minutes you'll be easily able to clean it. Now we have to let it cool, and it will get cool in another like 15-20 minutes maybe, and after cooling we'll just tap it on the slab and we'll break it. Meanwhile, what we'll do is we'll take our gelatin powder. We'll put the gelatin powder and add cold water in it and let it swell. So what we are doing is we are allowing the gelatin to swell, and then after that we'll microwave it for 20 seconds. So you'll see that after just some seconds, or like after just 1 minute, it will swell up. Gelatin helps the cheesecake to set, and if you don't have gelatin or agar-agar, you can then also make this cheesecake. It's just that then freeze it in the freezer, and you won't be able to keep it out long because it will start melting and it will be difficult for it to hold its shape. Now I'm just grinding the peanut and caramel that we made. We don't have to make a super fine paste, so we'll ground it with some pieces in it, small pieces in it, so that it feels crunchy. See, so it's ready. You can even use a digestive biscuit, or if you don't like peanuts, then you can add walnuts, almonds, whatever dry fruit you like. Or simply, if you want to save on the effort, just use digestive biscuits. In that case, you won't be able to add this caramel, so that will be just then crushed digestive biscuits mixed with melted butter. So now we have added the melted butter in this. We'll just give it a good mix, adding the vanilla essence. Now I've taken a non-stick spring foam pan, and I'll just grease it with some butter. Also guys, if you don't have a spring foam pan, don't worry, we have those cake rings we get in the market, so you can just put a foil below it, a double layer of foil, and your DIY spring foam pan is completely ready. So now we have the base ready with us, and we'll just add it in the spring foam pan, level it, and then refrigerate it till the time we're making the batter. The base will be completely ready, so you don't have to do anything, just put it in the refrigerator. You can just level it up with a glass or maybe a bowl or a spoon or a spatula, whichever way you're comfortable. So guys, why didn't we use digestive biscuits directly? Because I wanted to make it gluten free, and at the same time I wanted to give it a different taste. I didn't want it the regular digestive biscuit taste. So guys, the first component is ready. Refrigerate it till the time you're making the batter. So this is caramel sugar. You can see the video for it. And this is the cream cheese that I made in the video. See how smooth and silky it is, and trust me guys, it will work for you. So this cream cheese recipe will definitely work for you. You can also use the market one if you want. Now we have added cream cheese, caramel sugar, vanilla extract in one bowl. You can check the exact measurement of all the ingredients in the description box below. And also guys, please, if you like this video and this recipe, like, share, follow, subscribe and press the bell icon so that you get notified for all my further recipes. Okay, so getting back, now I'm adding the whipping cream in it. Make sure that your whipping cream is chill enough, and we'll just start blending it initially at low speed. We'll start with 1. We'll also put a ice bowl below it so that the temperature is maintained, because these days it's summer and it's humid, and we just want the whipping cream to be whipped perfectly. So just whip it. So I have added the ice, and now I'm whipping it. I added the coffee mixture. Coffee will give a very nice taste to the cheesecake. Just whip it nicely. I've taken a big bowl so that it gets enough space to whip. Now I have added melted chocolate in it. So guys, make sure that after melting the chocolate, just stir it nicely with a spatula, because to bring it at lukewarm temperature, since all the ingredients are chilled, and so we don't want to put hot chocolate in it, right? So we have to maintain the same temperature. Okay, so just add lukewarm chocolate, not at all very hot. Try to bring it at room temperature and just mix it. So to just clear it, we initially started with low speed 1, then 2, then 3, then 4 and then 5. So basically you have to gradually increase the speed. Even if you're doing it with a balloon whisk, start with slow and then increase the speed. Do it till you get soft peaks. Now just add your batter in the pan and you're good to go. Refrigerate it overnight, or maybe 7 to 8 hours. Overnight works the best. Top it with your favorite toppings. I added chocolate chips to it, and mold it, and your no-bake caramel chocolate cheesecake is ready. One more tip guys, don't go overboard on the chocolate. If you will add a lot of chocolate, then that will overpower the taste and the cheesecake will become very heavy. So just stick to the ingredients, the measurements that I have already mentioned. If you want to half the recipe, you can, so just half all the ingredients. Our cheesecake is completely ready. That's my mom and dad cutting the cheesecake. So guys, I hope that you all like this recipe, and if you like it, do try it, bake it with your family. So this one big slice of no-bake chocolate caramel cheesecake just for you. Enjoy it guys, and also do let me know in the comment section below that which recipe do you want next, and if you make it, then post a review and tell me your suggestions on how I can improve your experience of watching my recipe videos. Okay guys, so waiting for your reviews. This is Sanskriti Girdhar from Sugar Bloom by Sanskriti, signing off.